So there is Artush HOVHANNISYAN. Round of 16 victory over Zach Brown of Australia. In the round of 32, it was a really hard physical affair against Brandon Gonagon of Cameroon. Came through on a 4-1 split in that contest. Part of a 13-strong Armenian boxing team. A bit of a late arrival. Not quite sure that that's called as fashionably late for the tournament number 2 seed. And that is Gazimagomed JALIDOV of Spain. Bronze medalist in Tashkent 2 years ago. And the Tokyo Olympic Games quarter-finalist in the delayed games of 2021. Here he is seeking a return
China, Russia, Serbia,
to the medal stages for the 2nd consecutive championships.
Round 1.
So we're underway. This is action from the 80-kilogram light heavyweight division between two experienced operators. The man wearing red is Artush HOVHANNISYAN, 27 years of age. His opponent wearing blue is Gazimagomed JALIDOV, tournament number 2 seed, looking for a return to the final 4 of the IBA World Boxing Championships. Right hand over the top is a scoring shot from JALIDOV. Nice left jab to the body from JALIDOV as HOVHANNISYAN looking to get over the front foot. He responds with a left jab to the body of his own. That's a cracking right cross which came behind the jab from JALIDOV, and he has found his range immediately. Judgment of distance perfect through the first half, or the first minute of this opening round. There's a solid left hook to the body, and look at how it brought the hands down of HOVHANNISYAN. That prompted JALIDOV to look for the overhand right. Right hand lands once again, and he's using that shot to terrific effect. For the overhand right on that occasion, it's the straight right cross that has served him really well thus far. HOVHANNISYAN just a little slow with that left hook. So Gazimagomed JALIDOV, the busier boxer in this round. He's certainly been the more accurate. It's HOVHANNISYAN going in search of his range, having switched his stance to a southpaw ring position. And he did get through with a left cross just before the bell. Perhaps his best shot to the head of the entire round. Did score with a good shot to the body earlier in the round, but I think the more consistent scoring came from the man in blue. Example of the right-hand successes for JALIDOV. And it's a 4-1 split in favor.
Seconds out.
Of JALIDOV. Judge number 1 preferring the work of HOVHANNISYAN.
Round 2.
So emerging for the second round as a southpaw is Artush HOVHANNISYAN. Oh, that's a low blow, my goodness. Well, HOVHANNISYAN not making a meal of it. Not asking or needing any time to recover, but it was demonstrably low. Returning the favor is HOVHANNISYAN, not suggesting it was intentional, but just slipping south of the mark. Another low blow, and it's really, I thought it was a low blow, but it may have been for the rabbit punching from HOVHANNISYAN as he looks to bring the left-hand bolo shot into play. Pace picking up here in this 81 kilogram affair, or 80 kilogram affair, excuse me. Short right hand attempted to the body from JALIDOV. There he did score with a left hook, which came on the follow. Driven in a right cross to the belt line of the man in red. Left cross to the sternum in response from HOVHANNISYAN. Cuffing left hook on the inside from JALIDOV. Just caused the man to lose his boxing stance. And he's scoring to the body effectively with these long whipping bolo backhands. But HOVHANNISYAN seeking to trap him in the corner, moving smartly out of the corner is JALIDOV. Oh, that's a terrific shot, but it's a low blow again, and this time he does need some time to recover. So a count's going to be issued here, and I think it's going to be a stern talking to in the direction of the man in blue, because he may well receive a point off for the low blow. It was a really solid shot. And the first time, HOVHANNISYAN was able to shake it off, but on this occasion, he did require the time. So a count is issued in the direction of the person who has received the low blow, but the point deduction comes off the card of JALIDOV, and that has put an entirely different complexion on this contest now, because that point deduction will be considered when all the scores are tallied at the conclusion of the bout, in the event that judges are required. Big guys here up at 80 kilograms as a left cross piles through from HOVHANNISYAN, and HOVHANNISYAN making it rough on the inside. Now, I must say it's rather loud in here, the fans generating a terrific atmosphere, and the boxers may not necessarily hear the commands of the referee. 10-second clapper almost seemed to be at the same pitch as the fans in attendance, so wasn't necessarily audible. So JALIDOV, doctor point for not repeated low blows, but a couple of really significant ones. That was the, well, that wasn't the first, to be fair. I thought that was one of the few that we saw, but there was a one which just caused a brief respite in the action, and that was the one where HOVHANNISYAN had to say, hold on a minute, man. So a point deduction for that infringement. The low blows from the current World Championship bronze medalist. So JALIDOV has taken it for the second consecutive round.
Seconds out.
Which gives us two scores that are tied at 19 points apiece. The other two 20 points.
Your third and final round
of the man in blue. But he's got a point deduction against his name. So he won't want to pick up another infringement. And that means that JALIDOV is in with a real opportunity here if he can produce a strong performance in the final round. But the busier boxer, as he scores with a good counter right jab, the busier boxer throughout has been the man in blue. So JALIDOV looking to get onto the front foot and back up the hard-charging HOVHANNISYAN. Both men really planting their feet into the canvas in a bid to put some leverage on their punches here now. A forearm bar beneath the throat of the man in blue from HOVHANNISYAN. So it's rather physical on the inside. Oh, HOVHANNISYAN holding and hitting. My goodness. Blatant. He held the man down on the back of his neck and turned an uppercut underneath. So the point deduction that was assessed against JALIDOV for the low blows has effectively been cancelled out because of the point deduction that has been assessed against HOVHANNISYAN for the hit and hold tactics. So now it has come down to boxing, and it means that HOVHANNISYAN needs a massive final round here because he trails 20 points to 18 for 3 of the judges. The other 2 judges have it square. Good burst of punches to the body from JALIDOV in what is a hard-fought physical encounter to determine who's going through to the medal stages. Digging away to wherever shots may land is HOVHANNISYAN. And both of these men boxing on the edge of the rule book. There's a nice reverse 1-2. It was actually a 3-shot combination. Right, left, right from JALIDOV. Both men exchanging backhands, with HOVHANNISYAN in the orthodox stance in a bout where he has switched between orthodox and southpaw. So HOVHANNISYAN trying to quicken his feet. There's an air of desperation about his work, understandably, as the seconds tick down. And again, that point deduction for the blatant holding and hitting has really reduced the possibility of a JALIDOV victory. I don't think he's done enough to win the final round, which is what he needed to do. Which means that he faced a 20 points to 18 deficit for 3 of the 5 judges. Hard-fought affair. Never gives anything less than a maximum effort at Artush HOVHANNISYAN, but I think it's going to be the number 2 seed, Gazimagomed JALIDOV, who is going through to the medal round for the 2nd consecutive World Championships. Well, commendable effort from Artush HOVHANNISYAN, but he just not able to get his tactics or timing as consistently as he would like tonight. And one suspects it's going to be a unanimous victory for the man in blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, on ring B, your winner by unanimous decision, in the blue corner representing Spain and advancing to the semi-finals, Gazimagomed JALIDOV Gafurova.
So Gazimagomed JALIDOV, a unanimous points decision victor in a bout where points were deducted either way, and he and his team absolutely ecstatic. For the 2nd consecutive World Championships, the tournament number 2 seed will earn at least World Championship bronze, and he's also earned a small matter of $75,000 minimum guaranteed for his run to the bronze medal rostrum. He'll have designs on more as he goes through to the final 4. There, he will face off against Jambulat Bijamov of Russia, the tournament number 3 seed, facing off against the tournament number 2 seed for a right to progress to the